Welcome back to Hip to be Square, and like I said, today is probably the most dangerous experiment I've ever done on the show, so please, I'm saying right off the bat, do not try this experiment at home. I'm actually doing it just for demonstration purposes, and don't even try it with adult supervision. The materials that you're using today are actually very, very flammable, so no trying this at home. But let me tell you what's going on. So, as we all know, paper burns and money burns as well. And in fact, if you don't believe me, this is what happened when I tried the experiment and it didn't go too well. I actually burnt off a piece of the paper money that I was using. So in today's experiment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this money alight and it's not going to burn. So before I explain, let me just get things going. What I've done is I've mixed equal parts, or I'm going to mix equal parts of a little bit of salt water and methylated spirits. And this is exactly why you will not be doing this experiment yourself, because methylated spirits, as you know, is highly flammable, and that's exactly why I'm using it today. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to soak a bowl of money inside this for a little bit while I explain what's going on. So now I'm sure you think that paper money is in fact paper. Well, it's not. Paper is actually a type of cotton fiber that's woven together, so it's more like material than it is paper. And if you've accidentally left money in your pocket before or in your shirt, you would know that somehow it miraculously survives the wash. That's because the paper is specially treated, as is the ink, to make sure that it doesn't run when it gets wet, and also that it can survive little household accidents, as in being dropped into water, dropped into the bath, dropped into the toilet. You get the idea. So, why is this important? Well, if you soak it in something, it means that there's a layer that forms on top of the surface, which means you can set it alight and it won't burn. Now, the reason why you use methylated spirits and water is because you need something that's quite high in alcohol, because pure alcohol actually burns off before anything else does. So, methylated spirits is about 90% alcohol, and all it has is one extra additive, and then also a dose of colorant to make it that lovely purple shade. So, let's check how our little note is doing. I think we've soaked it sufficiently. And let's hope I don't burn this note one more time. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tongs, and I'm going to bring it out and hold it over here so you can see it. And then we're going to set it alight right here. And what we should see is a yellow flame as the salt actually gives off that color. And as you can see, there we go, burning. And I'm going to submerge it in water just to show you that it did in fact survive. There you go. Perfectly safe note. And once again, I'm going to say it, don't try this at home. Chanel, I believe you've got your poll results.
Yes, I do. Thanks, Erin.